Ahoy there, me hearties. Captain Cloud here, your skyfaring buccaneer turned humble admirer of the finest flyers to ever take wing, the brave souls of the United States Coast Guard. Once, I roamed the seas in search of adventure. But these days, I chart a new course, following the guardians of the sky who keep watch o'er both sailor and shore. In this month's Tales of Valor, October of the year 2025, we'll witness the mighty MH-65 Dolphins and the steadfast MH-60 Jayhawk soar into storm and spray, plucking the stranded and the stricken from sea and ship alike. Each rotor turn tells a story of courage, skill, and the unbreakable spirit of rescue. So trim your sails and fasten your harness. We're taking flight with the Coast Guard's finest. Let's cast off into the clouds and see what daring deeds await. Now here's a sight to stir any mariner's heart. 30 miles off Atlantic City, a grand cruise ship drifts beneath gray skies, and from the horizon comes a streak of orange and white. The MH-65 Dolphin, out of Air Station Atlantic City, slicing through the mist like a falcon on the hunt. The crew aboard this mighty bird's been called to a delicate task. A 73-year-old passenger taken ill in need of swift passage to shore. No time for hesitation, no room for error. As the Dolphin hovers steady over the ship's stern, her rotor wash ripples the sea below. Down goes the rescue swimmer, a brave soul dangling from a steel lifeline, lowered with precision by the flight mechanic above. The ship's crew lend a hand, guiding him to the patient waiting below deck. Moments later, the litter appears, the basket of salvation, swinging gently in the wind. The swimmer and deckhand secure the patient tight, signaling the ready hand above. Slowly, steadily, the hoist begins, the basket rising through spray and sea air toward the waiting arms of the crew. Aye, it's a dance they've practiced countless times, yet never the same twice. The swimmer follows close behind, giving a wave to the sailors who aided him before being lifted back into the Dolphin's belly. With all souls aboard, the aircraft banks toward the coast, her navigation lights gleaming against the overcast sky. Another life saved, another mission complete. For these aviators of the Coast Guard, it's all in a day's flight. Courage, precision, and teamwork. The true treasure of the skies. From the calm gray seas off Atlantic City, we chart a course clear across the continent to the storm-tossed waters of the Pacific Northwest. There, off the coast of Oregon, another crew stands ready. The wind's colder, the waves meaner, but the mission's the same: to pluck life from the brink, no matter the storm. Off the rugged shores of Oregon, the sea shows her temper once more. Gray skies, heavy mist, and a restless tide. Amid the breakers lies an overturned vessel, just a scrap of white hull bobbing in the cold Pacific swells. But help is on the wing. A bright orange MH-65 Dolphin out of Air Station North Bend, braving the gale to reach a lone soul clinging to life. The crew holds her steady in the wind, the rotors beating back the storm. Down goes the rescue swimmer, a speck of courage dropped into the drink. He hits the water hard and swims with purpose, closing the distance to the weary survivor. A quick check? Aye, the man's cold and spent, but alive. The swimmer signals the hoist, and down comes the basket, dancing with the waves. Together, they fight the surge, the swimmer steadying the basket long enough to secure his charge. Then, up they go, lifted from the sea's grasp, water streaming, hearts pounding. The flight mechanic guides them home, into the warm belly of the Dolphin. The swimmer follows, rising through mist and rotor wash, back into the safety of the cabin. With their passenger aboard, the crew turns toward land, leaving only waves and wind behind. Another rescue written into the Coast Guard's long ledger of bravery. Proof that no matter how fierce the sea, there's always a guardian overhead. From the cold mists of Oregon, we sail south by southeast, trading gray skies for Caribbean blue. The seas may be warmer, but the peril's the same. Near the sands of Puerto Rico, another call for help rises over the radio. And once more, the Coast Guard answers with steel wings and steady hearts. Now the sea turns bright and blue, the sun high over Puerto Rico, but danger knows no season. Just 1 mile off Shack's beach, the wreckage of a small vessel drifts in the turquoise tide, and 2 souls cling to life amidst the debris. Out of the south roars a gleaming MH-60 Jayhawk, her colors of orange and white flashing against the sky. From the deck of Air Station Borinquen, this crew flies swift and sure, guardians of these island waters. The pilot holds her steady in a hover, rotor wash rippling across the surf below. Then, like a drop of courage from the heavens, the rescue swimmer descends through the spinning mist. He hits the sea and cuts through the chop, reaching the first survivor with practiced calm. A quick strap, a signal skyward, and the two rise together, lifted from the sea's clutch into the arms of the waiting aircrew. One safe. But there's another yet adrift. Down goes the swimmer again, through the spray and sun glint, guiding the second survivor into the rescue basket. Up they go, slow and steady, till all are aboard and the cabin door swings shut. The Jayhawk banks westward toward the coast, her mission complete, but her duty never done. For the Coast Guard of Borinquen, each rescue is a promise that no matter how wide the sea, no soul will be left behind. From the bright waters of Puerto Rico, we chart a mighty course west, across the endless blue to the far Pacific. There, 57 miles off Oahu, a great ship drifts and her master lies stricken. Once again, the call goes out. And once again, the Coast Guard takes to the sky, ready to answer where few others can. Out where the Pacific rolls to the edge of the world, 57 miles from Oahu, a great steel freighter rides the swells, the Chipol Donghai, her master struck down with chest pains, far from any shore. From Barbers Point, the call is answered. A bright orange MH-65. Dolphin speeds through clouds and sun, wings of mercy against a boundless blue. The crew holds her steady over the vessel's stern, rotors biting the air, salt spray rising like smoke from a cannon's roar. Down the line goes the rescue swimmer, a lifeline from sky to deck. He lands sure-footed among the crew, calm amid the chaos, and turns to his patient, the ailing master, pale but alive. The litter follows, lowered, careful, and true. Together they lift the man into its cradle, secure him fast, and give the ready sign. Slowly, the hoist begins, the basket rising from the deck, swaying against the wind, climbing toward salvation. A final lift brings the swimmer home, back into the Dolphin's hold. The aircraft banks toward Oahu, her blades slicing through the humid air, carrying both man and hope toward safe harbor. Another day's work for these sky sailors, their compass set ever true, guided not by gold, but by duty. And there ye have it, me hearties. From the cold Atlantic to the warm Caribbean, and clear across the mighty Pacific, the guardians of the Coast Guard have once again proven their mettle, whether it's a cruise ship, a capsized skiff, or a freighter lost to the horizon. They answer the call, day or night, no matter the sea nor sky. They may not carry cutlasses or treasure maps, but these aircrews hold something far greater: courage, discipline, and the will to risk it all for strangers in need. So, until the next flight and the next tale of rescue, keep your eyes to the horizon and your heart with those who sail the skies. This be Captain Cloud, signing off. Fair winds, clear skies, and Semper Paratus.